Hello, my name's Briggs. I'm a Yorta Yorta man. My clan group's the Willithka and Dhlanyagan. I'm about to speak about the landscapes in and around Mokoan and my insight on how in which Aboriginal people engaged and gathered here at this site. We're standing now is what Aboriginal people, the Yorta Yorta people, would call Mokoan. This area was our shopping centre. This is where we gathered, we developed, journeyed and provided insight for future generations by just being here. So this area here, Mokoan, is really important for Yorta Yorta people. It's important because it provided that one-stop shop for bush tucker, for gathering, for materials, for living. Instead of gathering on country, if you was in and around the Murchison area or in and around Greta, it would be difficult because you haven't got the amount of waterways, you haven't got the amount of bush tucker. So to be able to come here, instead of going to a greengrocer's or stopping over to a butcher, it's all here. You've got the bush tucker, you've got the different animal sources and the protein that was just gathered in and around the foreshore. So if you was here 200 years ago, you'd see different types of family groups that would push through different clans. They would have gathered every now and again out here. Now, certainly there's a lot of clans that may not have ever seen this area because again, it's territorial. So that's what you would have seen out here. I think the most important thing about Mokoan or the Winton Wetlands is the fact that if it wasn't for the water reserve that was actually formed back in the mid-1940s, a lot of the cultural significance of the area would have been lost. The water actually preserved a lot of our sacred sites, walking in and around and finding artefacts on the ground, you know, and actually be able to see the scar trees that are in and around Humphreys Hill, in particular also Greens Hill. That back in the day would have been cut down and used as firewood, but because of the families that did settle here, it actually preserved a lot of the landscape. You know, fast forward 60, 70 years later, we're able to turn around and have a ecological restoration of the wetlands, but also the cultural significance of the wetlands and the Aboriginal footprint wouldn't have been seen. To actually have the wetlands now here with 144 sites that as recently as 2016 identified is magnificent. It's, we're able to use the importance of Aboriginal engagement and the work that we're doing around the eco restoration come hand in glove. We're able to then provide the general public, but in particular a lot of the tourist attraction using that Aboriginal culturally significant sites.